Funniest CIA agent ever. So if you guys aren't aware, there is a CIA agent that is spilling all the beans. I don't know like if his NDA like expired or, you know, there is some type of like legal loophole, but I would not be surprised if bro ended up knocked off and they say that he had a history of mental health issues. But as always, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I thank you guys for the love and support. And let's get into the video. But y'all see the hair, yes sir? The Drake hairstyle, stop playing with him, you know what I'm saying?
Sassy ass cause you sassy ass nigga.
Yeah, you lucky you cute, cause I'll never let an ugly bitch disrespect me like this, bro.
I hope everybody can hear this shit. Why were you recording? I just realized you was recording.
Yeah, I recorded when you started calling me sassy. Trying to disrespect me, trying to play me.
Alright, so I'm sure by now we all know who John Kiriakou is, the recently viral CIA whistleblower who kind of looks like that one Turkish dude from the shooting Olympics. Like the guy who just showed up without any special headgear and just got second place. Yeah, him.
Moving different.
They look kind of similar, no? Now, for those of you who don't know who this guy is, John Kiriakou was a CIA whistleblower in 2004. He blew the whistle on the CIA's enhanced interrogation tactics, which is basically another way of saying that he snitched on the CIA for torturing people.
He met me at the ABC News studios on DeSale Street in Washington. And I said three things in that interview that changed the course of the rest of my life. I said that the CIA was torturing its prisoners. I said that torture was official U.S. government policy. It was not the result of any rogue officer. And I said that the policy had been personally approved by the president himself. And then, as you can imagine, within 24 hours, the CIA files what's called a crimes report against me with the FBI, saying that I had revealed classified information.
He then did 23 months in prison, which,
Damn. Boy was thick back then, huh? Thick. Thick. That's what I decided to go with. But he was, you know what I'm saying? He had a little bit more butter on his biscuit. I don't know what else, I don't know how else to say it, you know what I'm saying?
Then did 23 months in prison, which makes really no sense. Didn't he snitch on them for doing something illegal? Why is he the one being punished? And
because that's how the government works, brother. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if, because he's spilling too much beans, like too many different interviews, too much different shit. He's spilling too much. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they say he had his mental health issues and he was knocked off. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we protect this man. Keep this man protected. But yeah, I don't know if it's all true, but like I want to believe it. I want to believe it.
nowadays, he kind of just goes on to podcasts and shows and shares his experience about him working with the CIA and stuff. And, you know, I'm solely convinced that this motherfucker, John Kiriakou, was like a former comedian in his past life. Because there is a reason that he has gone so viral recently. And it's not because of how crazy the stories are that he's telling or how interesting the information is. It's his fucking delivery. This guy is fucking hilarious.
And they start asking you questions. Have you ever committed a violent felony? No. Have you ever used a weapon in a crime? No. Are you financially responsible? Yes. Have you ever shoplifted anything? No. Have you ever taken anything from the office worth more than $20? No.
Have you ever had sex with a man?
And that's pretty much the gist of, like, all of his clips, okay? This guy just, you know, drops the most craziest story you've ever heard in your life in the most comedic fashion ever from his point of view, and you're just like, what the fuck? And it's like half the TikToks you see, it's like an out-of-clip story, too, that relates to something bigger. And you're just like, what the fuck? How does this have to do anything with the CIA?
The ugliest woman I've ever seen in my life. Like, you want to avert your eyes. Like, she came off the side of Notre Dame. She was a stone gargoyle with a giant mole right here with a giant hair coming out of it. That kind of ugly. So I took her to lunch, and she was very nice. And then I thought, I did something kind of gutsy by CIA standards, because it was early on in our relationship. I invited her to go to lunch on a Saturday. Now, as a rule, the people in this country were not allowed to socialize with us privately. It had to be like their whole office, or several of them. And she agreed. And I was like, oh my God. She said yes. And I ran back to the office. I was like, she said yes to a lunch on Saturday alone. And my boss says, okay.
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to fuck her.
Like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I'm sure that there's a very important reason as to why he's telling this story.
The thing is, it's probably not as funny while he's telling it, but it's funny when niggas slow it down and pitch the shit down, bro. Or just slow it down and it pitches down naturally. But that's just what makes it so much fucking funnier. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if in real life, like, niggas could pitch down their voice and just slow down their fucking, what's it called? They kind of can't. They just wouldn't hit the same. You know what I'm talking about, bro. You know what I'm talking about, bro. But yeah, it's the slow down that adds the comedic value. Because it is outlandish as fuck. He says, listen, this is what I want you to do. I want you to fuck her. It's funny. It's funny. It's good. It's good. It's good.
But it's just like, how the fuck did we get here? What? This is about the CIA. Why on earth does the CIA...
Did he change his outfit? Bro, I swear, I be thinking to myself, like, this nigga's, like, whole fits be changing randomly. And you know what I'm saying? You know he getting money now. You know he moving different. You know what I'm saying? I start getting money, I'm not going to tell nobody, but there will be signs. But there will be signs. Because his nigga background look different. His shit look a little, I don't know, it's the lights, I don't know what he got going on, but like, you know what I'm saying? This is a fridge. Bro got a fridge in his shit, boy. Shout out to my dog Sadagascar, boy. Boy got a fridge in his motherfucking bedroom. That's how you know niggas is getting money. But yeah, I think he just changed outfits on me. He do be changing shit. I'm like, yo, I don't know what he have going. You know, he got ADHD. Like, he start recording a video, say, fuck it, go do some other shit, then come back. But type shit.
Operator's boss want him to have sex with the troglodyte. You know, like, why?
CIA began to torture Abu Zubaydah, and they tortured him mercilessly. They were supposed to start off with the least dangerous and least offensive technique, which was called the attention grab, where you grab him by the shirt and give him a shake and say,
Answer my questions.
and it gets gradually worse from there. But they didn't do that.
They started with the worst technique, waterboarding.
They strapped him down to a board. His feet were elevated compared to his head. They put...
Sounds efficient to me. Sounds efficient to me. You start with the worst shit and be like, bro, if you don't tell us shit about to get worse. That was the worst shit y'all got. And you said, bro, this is number one, bro. Shit's about to get fucking devious. You know what I'm saying? We about to start doing some shit that we can't even tell our higher ups that we're doing. You know what I'm saying? This is some black ops shit that we about to do to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Just keep playing, and we're going to bend you over, tie you to some shit, and niggas telling everything. Niggas telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, brother.
some material cloth around his face and in his mouth, and then started pouring water on his face. They did this
87 times.
Damn.
He actually drowned at one point. His heart stopped. And then they revived him just so that they could torture him more.
Was Abu Zubaydah the first? Abu Zubaydah was the first. He was the
Now, when it comes to what John Kiriakou would actually do for the CIA, he actually had like one of the coolest jobs on the entire planet. Basically, this guy would go to very dangerous countries like Somalia and Yemen and recruit spies to give him information that helps out the US. And the way he would do it was basically just lying. This guy was literally a professional gaslighter. Basically, he would get assigned a target, okay? A target that the CIA wants him to try and recruit and turn them into a spy. So let's say the target's in Yemen, right? Basically, this guy would fly to Yemen, locate the target, you know, talk to them, introduce themselves, do whatever they do in Yemen, maybe even fuck them, go on a date with them if they're gay, and he basically, you know, just...
He would fuck dudes? Like, I know you're assigned to the CIA. Like, you're supposed to be doing some some devious shit. But did I get that fucked up? I might have got that fucked up. But you were fucking dudes? I mean, go off, I guess. You're doing what's best for national security, I guess. But you're fucking dudes? Let's rewind that. I need some clarity on that one. I'm not gonna lie. That one was crazy.
Themselves, do whatever they do in Yemen, maybe even fuck them, go on a date with them if they're gay, and he basically...
Fuck them, go on a date with them if they're gay. Okay, so maybe fuck them, Period. Go on a date with them if they're gay. Period. Okay, so you go on a date with the gay guys and you fuck the women that are down to fuck. Interesting.
Basically, you know, just kind of builds a fake friendship with this guy. You know, he hangs out with him more and more, spends more time with him, gets closer, does him favors, lends him money, do whatever he can to get on that guy's good side, up until the point where they're literally like best friends. And basically, when the time is right, he says, hey, I'm actually a spy for the CIA. I'm trying to recruit you. Would you like to join our side? And I'm pretty sure the guy just gets like arrested if he doesn't agree. So he's kind of just like fucked. And you know, he also likes the dude because he's his friend now. And
gets arrested in a different country by the CIA from a different country. Damn, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's like fucking somebody coming from Russia, coming over here trying to recruit a spy, and says, "Do you want to join our squad?" And bro's like, "No," and he just arrests him and fucking drags him back to Russia. It seems like some shit that shouldn't be happening. I'm not gonna lie to you. Anyway.
And that's basically what I'm like. His job is to be a fake motherfucker. This guy's a professional two-face. And because of the crazy nature that kind of job brings, obviously he's gonna have some crazy story times and crazy, you know, shit to say about the CIA. And then you combine that with the fact that he's such a good storyteller, this, that, and the other, obviously he's gonna go super viral. But what I find very interesting about the situation is the fact that right when this guy started blowing up and talking about the CIA, was around the same time that the Epstein files got leaked and everyone was talking about it. So obviously that led people to speculate like, hey, maybe this guy is just a fat distraction from the CIA to get our minds off the Epstein files. And you know, at first I thought that too, but this guy's been doing this for a while. He's been hopping on podcasts and shows like months ago, you know? But what I find as the absolute most interesting part about this entire situation is the fact that, like I said before, this guy has the coolest job in the entire world. Okay, he flies to foreign countries, introduces himself to absolute strangers that he's never met before, befriends them, gaslights them, becomes their literal best friend, and then eventually recruits them to become a spy. This guy's entire job and training was about manipulating people, lying to them, and having them believe something for the government's benefit. That is why he has gone so viral. That is why he is so good at storytelling. It was his fucking job. His job was to sell a story. He was selling stories to fucking foreigners who could give the US information about their country. He even said himself that he has the personality that can manipulate people. He said himself that the CIA chose him and recruited him because he has psychopathic tendencies and can fucking manipulate people.
What traits are they looking for?
They're looking for people who have sociopathic tendencies.
So now listen, okay, I'm not about to go on a whole conspiracy theory. I honestly think this guy's just a normal dude. But all I'm saying is, if the CIA did have some elaborate plan to distract people from the Epstein files, this guy would be the perfect man to do it.
What traits are they looking for?
They're looking for people.
That's kind of crazy because distracting us from the Epstein files with other CIA bullshit is just crazy enough to work. Just crazy enough to work. However, yeah, we not going for all that shit, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is figuring out what the fuck's going on a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Especially with them folks. Y'all know who them folks is.
Who have sociopathic tendencies, not sociopaths, right? Sociopaths have no conscience. They're unable to feel guilt. You don't want a sociopath because sometimes they can't stop themselves and they will feel utterly remorseless after having killed somebody. And as a result, they blow through the polygraph because they don't have a conscience. People who have sociopathic tendencies do have a conscience, but are also willing to work in these legal and moral and ethical gray areas. And I'll give you an example. In the interview process, I was with like 2 other guys and a woman, and the instructor is giving us this oral exam. And he said, let's say you are a case officer overseas and you get a cable from headquarters telling you that they need the latest economic data from Indonesia. You then go to meet the Indonesian economic officer and you take him to lunch and you have a great time and you take him to dinner. You have another great time. You introduce the wives. They hit it off. You spend time, go on vacation for the weekend. Your kids are playing together. Everything is going perfectly. But you do this for 6 months. And then you realize this guy's really not recruitable. There's really nothing that he needs from you, and there's no weakness that he has. He's not a drunk. He's not a gambler. He's not an asshole who, has fallen afoul of his boss. He's just a guy. But headquarters really needs the data. So what do? And the guy raises...
Set that nigga up. Damn, that's tough. Take him out one night, get him drunk, and then fucking photograph him with some fucking hookers. It's fucked up.
And he says, you double down, and you do it for another 6 months. Spend more money on the guy. And the woman says, maybe you get the wives more involved. Get the wives to get closer, and then you can work it through the wife. And I'm listening to all this like, what? So I raise my hand. I go, you break into the Indonesian embassy and you steal it. He goes, that's exactly what you do.
All right, so when it comes to my final thoughts, all in all, I do think that this guy is telling the truth. I think he actually did, work for the CIA and stuff. But, the CIA covers their tracks. The government is very professional. So maybe this was all just like a super well planned out excuse for all of this bullshit, because like I said before, this guy's entire job is to manipulate people. This guy's entire job is to lie to people, dangerous people who have information that the U.S. needs, okay? High stakes lying. This guy he's trained to do so. So, of course, him, of all people, would be the perfect guy that the CIA would want to be like, hey, we're going to send you to prison for this time, and you're going to have this whole believable story, blah, blah.
He's wasting his talents. Nigga, go play poker. Go gamble, nigga. You're wasting your talents, nigga. In the trying to fight for the U.S., trying to fight for the country. How much money could they be paying you to risk your life every day? Not enough. Not enough. Whatever they're paying you, it's not enough, brother. $200 a year? Not enough. Damn, they sending me off to Indonesia where these niggas could find out who I am and kill my dumb ass. 400,000. Not enough. $1 million. Not enough. Why the fuck do I need $1 million when you have me fucking out here in different countries for years at a time where I can't even spend my money and I might die? You got me fucked up. Go fucking play poker, nigga. Skedaddle. Get the fuck out of there. Go play poker or something. Take the skills that you learned from the CIA and the money that they gave you and risk it all, brother. Risk it all. Go to the roulette table. This is what you do. You go to the roulette table and you say, I'm putting it all on black. Let it ride. Let it ride. Fuck you talk about, boy?
Blah, but like, you're gonna have to play this character, and he plays this fucking character because he already has experience doing this to literal fucking foreigners and like speaking in Yemenis or whatever the fuck. Either way, my whole point being is that
Yemenis is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what my point is with this video. This guy is just a really interesting dude, and I wanted to give you guys my opinions on him because he's viral and everything, but yeah. That's pretty much going to be the video, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope I educated at least one of you. If you liked the video, subscribe. If you didn't, fuck you. What are you doing watching this far into the video anyway?
Sheesh. Shout out to my dog, Sadagascar. Anyway, yeah. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if nobody told you today, I love you.